Welcome to this gentle adult yoga class. Please find a seat on your mat and we'll get started. Wriggle the buttocks, flush away and snuggle down into the earth. Inhale and stretch up tall. Roll the shoulders and close your eyes or look downcast. Take some nice, slow, deep breaths. And become aware of the environment. Hear the sounds in the room and in the world around you. And bring your awareness in closer, becoming aware of the shape of your body, or proprioception, knowing where your body is in space. And feel the movement of your breath. Bring your awareness to a spot 2 inches below your navel. We know that that's the second chakra. In Chinese medicine, it's called the Hara or the Dantien. And it's a power center. It's your center of gravity. So we're going to be breathing from that second chakra, yogic belly breathing, dropping the belly on the inhale, squeezing the belly back on the exhale. And as you feel the belly pumping and expanding and contracting, now visualize the breath expanding and contracting. So as you breathe in, the breath flows to every extremity, your toes, your fingers, the top of your head. And on the exhale, the breath draws back into your center, into your core. And a lovely image would be the gentle water lapping onto the shore and then rolling back into the sea. So we're expanding with the breath, inhale, and coming back into our center on the exhale. Pumping the belly with the breath. And let that go and notice how you feel. And we're going to add to that what I'm calling a starfish breath, because I can't remember the name that was given by someone else. So we're going to bring our elbows in and curl in. And then we're going to inhale, get as big as we can, going all the way to our maximum stretch, and then exhale, curling in, and that curling in will help to crunch the belly and press out the breath. And then inhaling to our maximum, big stretch. Exhaling, curling in. Go at your own pace, playing with your range of motion and your ability to really squeeze out all the air and then take in as much prana as you can. And if you want to take that little pause that we worked on last week, and then add that to the practice, you can even do that. Let's do one last one. And come back to stillness and notice how you feel. Sitting up very tall, shoulders down, let's rotate the head. And rotate back the other way. And back to center. Let the ear come to one shoulder. And roll the head forward and ear to the other side. And roll. And take your time. Explore the different muscles, the different stretches. And finish up. And back to center and lift. And notice. Let's bring the shoulders up to the ears and tilt the head back. And we'll open and close the jaw. You can think of that same motion we did with the whole body, squeezing and then stretching. And move the jaw from side to side. And come back to center, lift your head and relax your shoulders. Bring the hands together and rub them briskly. And radiate that energy into your face. And then we're going to do a little polarity thing. We're going to take our hands parallel to the floor and right parallel to the center of our ears. We're just going to bring the side of the hand right through the ear, all the way up to your wrist. So starting at the fingertips, maybe it's a little hard to see, but right where the hole of the ear is, you're just going right past that, going all the way back to the wrist 3 times. And this is connecting up your energy circuits. You know that you're an energy body now, so you understand that. So it has to do with energies and meridians and all of that. So that just balances your body. A real quick way to do that when you're feeling ungrounded and need to get balanced. All right, let's do some shoulder circles. Are you feeling snap, crackle, and pop in your shoulders? That's arthritis. We're working that out. 2 more. And take a breath, and we'll go the other way. And rest. Let's interlace the hands and bring them to the heart. Lift the elbows, shoulders stand. Take a deep breath, stretch up tall, press your hands away. Turn the palms and pull your hands forward with resistance. As you press out, press the heel of the hand away. Pull the hands towards you with resistance. Press out. And pull in. Wiggle the finger that's closest to your chin and switch to the other finger's closer to your chin or any other weird way. And we'll press out. And as you draw the hands in, you can imagine a ball of pink healing energy, bringing that into your heart. Pressing out. Drawing more pink healing energy into your heart, sending it anywhere in your body that needs love and healing. This time when we press the hands out, we're going to begin to circle, and you can make the circle small like this, or as big as you want. You can get your whole body into it. And let's stop and go the other way. And again, you can make that circle big or small, whatever your shoulders will allow and whatever your body would like this morning. One last one. And bring those hands back down. Turn the palms and pull that energy into your heart. Notice how you feel. If you'd like to change legs just for balance, go ahead and do that. We'll come into a spinal twist, bringing one hand to the floor behind you and the other hand to your knee. Soft gaze out into the distance. Inhale back to center, and we'll go the other way. And back to center. One more time. And back to center. I don't know how well you can recognize it, but when I do the twist this way, there's a lovely Santa back there that I get to look at. And back to center and take it. Let's work on our feet. Let's pick up a foot and interlace the fingers between the toes, or hold on to the toes if you can't, and we'll circle the ankle. And circle the other way. Let's point and flex the toes and the ankles. And let's give that foot a little massage, twirling your toes and squeezing them as if you're squeezing a tube of toothpaste. We'll pinch at the tip. And then spreading the foot apart. And then massaging it wherever you feel any sore spots, top or bottom. Ooh, spot that I traditionally feel sore isn't feeling sore today. And let's give it a bit of a clap. And dust the foot off. And then flick that away. And notice how the 2 feet feel. And we'll do the other foot. So interlacing your fingers between your toes, or holding onto your toes if you're too stiff and tight. And we'll point and flex the toes and the ankles. And we'll circle the ankle. Breathing right into the ankle. And circle back the other way. And point and flex, we did that already. So let's give that foot a massage. So we're going to roll the toes, squeezing towards the tip and then pinching the tip. Rolling from the base to the tip and then squeezing off the tip. And then spreading the foot wide. And then massaging whatever way works for you. And then sweep that foot off. And then flip that away. Just flip that off. And notice how your legs feel. Your feet anyway. And we'll do a little windshield wiper of the legs. And let's come over onto the back of our mats in child pose. This one's for Al. We'll inhale up and lower the pelvis down, press the elbows back, stretching into an up dog. And pressing back into child. Inhaling into up dog. And pressing back into child, going at your own pace. And if you'd like your knees to be parallel for this rather than out to the sides of your mat, that might be better. Rest as long as you like in child. And when you're ready, take another set. Do one more, and if you're feeling super strong today, you can take your knees off the mat when you come up into your up dog, lowering the pelvis towards the floor, but not touching and lifting your knees up. And then knees to the floor and press back. Let's take that into a downward facing dog. So the hands are a little in front of your shoulders. Toes are turned over, coming into a dog tilt. Deep breath in, press into the base of your fingers, lift your knees as high as your heels and hang out here for a breath. And then press yourself back into downward facing dog. And we'll pedal one heel towards the floor, lifting the other heel, and then changing sides. My hands are moving because they're sweaty from that last one. So you can fold up your mat to give yourself a little ledge there so your hands don't slide. So we're just pedaling our heels in downward facing dog, lifting one heel and pressing the other towards the floor, drawing the belly in. And then let's lift both heels, lifting the tailbone, press those heels back down. And come back into child. One more downward facing dog, coming into table, turning the toes over. If you're feeling strong, lifting the knees and hovering for a breath. Pressing yourself back, draw the belly in. And this time we'll rotate the toes to one side, just shifting our weight a little bit over. Nice stretch in the hip there. And back to center and rotate the toes the other way. Heels on the floor. Feet are parallel like in Egyptian feet, one in front of the other. Lovely hip stretch. Coming back into downward facing dog. Coming back down. Come back into child one more time. And we'll come up to standing, and we can do that coming through Adho Mukha Svanasana if you like. Lifting the knees, hanging out here, pressing back. Long spine, and then walking yourself to the center of your mat in a forward fold. Hanging out here for a few breaths. Let's walk our hands around to one side. And back to center, and we'll walk around to the other side. And back to center, bring your hands to your sacrum, lengthen your spine. Bending your knees, coming up with a nice straight back. Variation on the coming up. Take your time so you don't get dizzy or lightheaded. And coming into Tadasana. Let's step the feet just a little bit wider. And we'll begin to lift the back heel and swing the body. Arms can begin to flow around us and gently knock against the kidneys and adrenals, bringing energy into our energy centers. So kidneys and adrenals, just about the same place as the lower chakra, center, second chakra. So we're back to the centering here. And you can go faster if you like, or slower. the head can turn with you if that's okay, or just find a spot and stay with it, which will help you from getting dizzy. And then you can bring one hand up and hit you on the top of the shoulder, waking up that part of your body. The other hand continues to knock against the door of life. That's what it's called in Chinese medicine. And a little hallelujah. Stretching up tall, continuing to gently rotate your body. Lift your back heel so you don't torque your knee. And we'll slowly bring it back down. And come back to Tadasana and feel the prana moving. And let's step a little wider again. And we're going to go into our starfish breathing standing up this time. So you're going to, legs don't need to be too wide apart. You're going to bend your knees and curl in. Inhale, reach out, stretch up, press into the earth. Exhale, curling in. Inhale, reaching and opening. Actually, I'm finding that my feet are practically in my Tadasana stance. Find where you want your feet to be. That feels most stable for you. Do two more. And come back to Tadasana and notice how you feel. And let's step out to a 5-pointed star. And we'll turn our toes to the right. Coming to warrior two. Inhale, straighten. Stretch up and exhale, reach out. Moving with resistance. You can think of that starfish breathing again. Breath going to all the extremities and then the breath pulling back into the center. One more. And then we'll hold. Let's drop the back hand and we'll reach up and over. Back into warrior two. Soft gaze over your middle finger. Straighten the leg, turn the toes in, and toe heel, or quietly jump back to Tadasana. Feel the after effect and how that feels on one side. And let's step out again. Coming into our 5-pointed star. And we'll turn the toes in the opposite direction, but hips and shoulders are still facing me. Coming into Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, straighten and stretch up. Exhale, lunge with resistance. Inhaling, stretch up. And exhaling. Really draw your belly in and squeeze it on the exhale. And on the inhale, because you're stretching up, you're still feeling a little lift in the lower body so that the breath is coming from the diaphragm. We'll hold. Let's drop the back hand and reach into a reverse warrior. Inhale back into Virabhadrasana 2. And straighten the leg, turn the toes in, toe heel, or jump back to Tadasana. And let's melt down onto our mats on our backs. Take a few breaths here. Let's roll the knees to face the ceiling. Bring one leg in and give that leg a hug, flattening your back into the floor. And if you like, bring your head to your knee. And we'll do some yoga bicycles, stretching the other leg out. Again, you can have the leg in the air or on the floor. You can have your head in the air or on the floor. And let's bring both legs in, give yourself a hug, and then lower your head to the floor. Take a few breaths here, maybe a little rock from side to side. And then we're going to place our feet, our feet on the floor as wide as our mats. Bring your arms into goddess position. And we'll rock and roll the knees from side to side. Feel that lovely stretch in the top of your thigh. Maybe you feel it somewhere else, maybe the inner groin or inner groan. And then just let both knees turn towards the right. You can stay here or pick up your right heel, placing it on the outside of your left knee, weighting that leg down a little more. Deep breaths into that stretch, letting the body relax, letting gravity do the work. And let's take the foot off and come back up. So both knees are facing the ceiling. And then lower your knees the other way. And if you like, picking your left heel up and placing it on the top of your right knee, letting that leg weight down. And come back to center, release that foot. Bring the knees back up. So heel them back in. Give yourself another hug. Bring your right foot to the floor. Cross your left ankle over your right knee, floating your left knee away. Bring those legs in if you like, coming into reclining pigeon. Press the elbow into the knee. You can hang out here, flex both feet, or stretch that leg up. You can hold above or below your ankle. Or if you're super flexible, you can hold your big toe. Or if you had a strap, you could use a strap here. And let's lower the foot to the floor, the right foot. Hold on to your left heel and your left knee and straighten your right leg, and we'll bow the cello. Let's bring that heel in against the upper thigh. Lowering that knee as much as you can, coming into reclining Vrikshasana. Inhale the arms up overhead. Deep breaths as you lengthen from your right heel to your fingertips and widen across your hips, opening the inner groin on the left side. Keeping your right hip pressing into the floor. So if that left knee doesn't touch the floor and you want to put a prop under it, that's okay. And let's release the hands and stretch that leg out and compare the two sides of the body. We'll roll the knees to face the ceiling and bring the right leg in, give that leg a hug. Place the left foot on the floor, crossing the ankle over the knee and floating the right knee away. Bringing those legs in, holding the back of your thigh, or stretching your leg up and holding the thigh or the back of the knee above the knee. Both feet are flexed. Right knee is pushing away as the left leg is coming towards you, and you're pressing your sacrum into the floor and your belly towards your spine. A lot going on here, lots of dynamism in this pose. And let's hold on to the right heel and the right knee. Lower the left foot to the floor and stretch it out. Press out through that heel. And now we're going to bow the cello on this side. And we'll bring the heel in against the thigh, opening the knee out to the side. And again, if it doesn't reach the floor, you can prop it up if you like. You want to keep your left hip on the floor. Inhale the arms up overhead and reclining Vrikshasana. Reach out from heels to fingertips and broaden across the groins, across the hips. Enjoying your breath. So once again, awareness is being drawn into that second chakra. And let's bring the arms back in, bring that leg up, stretch it out. Compare the two sides of your body, let them equalize. And if you need to get anything for comfort in Shavasana, go ahead and get that. can stay here as long as you want. And when you're ready, slowly bring some movement back into your fingers and toes. Gently move and stretch in whatever way feels good to you. And when you're ready, roll to one side. Blink your eyes to come back into the room and make your way to a seated position. Namaste.